Welcome to the Week 6 edition of the Catamount Football Show. This week we'll take a look back at the Creekview game and also preview the upcoming contest with the Rome Wolves. So stay right here, back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
When is the last time you have compared your car, life, or health insurance cost? At Advanced Insurance Strategies, we know your time is valuable. Therefore, we have developed AdvancedInsuranceStrategies.com. You can now go online anytime, anywhere, and get quick and easy quotes for your car, life, or health insurance from respected companies such as Blue Cross Blue Shield of Georgia, Assurant Health, Alliant Health Plans, and Drive Insurance from Progressive. Receive unparalleled customer service from a local insurance agency while using AdvancedInsuranceStrategies.com.
Wood, wood, and more wood. We might be known as Carpet Express, but we have over 140 wood products in stock and hundreds more to choose from. Wood from 99 cents a square foot to exotics like acacia and Brazilian cherry. Carpet Express also has thousands of rolls of vinyl flooring in stock. We offer vinyl tile, laminate, ceramic, cork, and of course, lots of carpet. So whatever your flooring needs may be, Carpet Express has you covered.
Have you ever heard the term, your eyes are your expressions, the windows to your soul? But when your eyelids look tired and they start to sag, it will make you look much older than you actually are. There is a simple surgical procedure called a blepharoplasty or eyelid tuck, which can help to rejuvenate and redefine the contours around your eyelids. It will even improve your fields of vision, and a portion may even be covered by insurance. We can help redefine how others see you.
Welcome back to Catamount Football. Coach, let's talk a little bit about the soggy game from Friday night. First, let's talk about the change of venue that transpired. I was down there Wednesday visiting Creekview and walked around. The field was squishy on Wednesday, and you got a phone call Thursday morning.
About 8:37, I get a phone call from Coach Crowder, and he says, "Coach, just a very quick, brief update. Unless you have a problem with this," he said, "our field, we've just started painting it, and basically the paint machine has gotten bogged down." So he said, we've got to move to an alternative site in Etowah. Another Cherokee County school has offered. Etowah was a turf field, and so it was definitely a more than suitable playing surface. And as the fans will see in the highlights, just a great place to play, a lot of tradition there, but was not a problem. For us, we got to drive to Cherokee County. We actually liked it. It's about 25 minutes closer. Right. So like I said, it was a welcome change, but it is an awkward situation when you're playing in a when you're playing in a neutral venue because you're in different locker rooms, they're in different locker rooms. Nobody really knows who has the key, who.
It's like going to spend the night at somebody's house and they're not home.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So anyhow, it was outside of that, the newness of that. Right. It was actually a very suitable field, and really outside of the one thing that happens in the fourth quarter, which we'll talk about in the highlights. I thought the game went fine, and nothing. And actually, it was probably better because once the rain did start to come down, it was good to at least have the traction. You may have had a wet ball, but at least you had some kind of traction.
Well, let's talk about the game itself. Defensively, it was probably one of the biggest challenges that we faced.
No doubt.
So far, the quarterback was just outstanding.
Well, we said it last week, and I think the fans will see here on TV. It's more than he's a very good quarterback. And I had somebody that was in the baseball world kind of come to me after the game and said, you guys did a great job containing him, and said truly everything you said on your show last week. He said it's really true. He said this kid is really special. And we saw, he can make any throw. He was very comfortable in the offense, very patient, very proud of Coach Carpenter, Coach Lawless, Coach Thompson, Coach Bennett, Coach Rigdon. Felt like they put together a really good strategy that wasn't one we were comfortable with. And I'd tell you this up front. We don't like to give up yards, and we don't like to give up points. But this was a team that was very patient, and they would let you do whatever you wanted to get that one moment, that one big play. And they really only had the one big play against us. They were had the ball 75 snaps and had over 300 yards in total offense. But at the end of the day, we did a great job of keeping it in front of us, keeping it in bounds, and that kept the clock running. And that kept their play count down. They normally were around 85 to 87 snaps a game. So just cutting out 2 series, potentially that's 14 points.
Right. I think the thing that makes him special, the quarterback special, is his quick release. And that may have something to do with his baseball background, playing catcher. He's got to get it out, throwing it to second. But, man, the ball is out of his hands quickly.
And if you watch him, he always had his feet set. He never he threw very, and that's for somebody that's got a great arm. Even in the pros, that was the thing about Elway and some of these guys. They would trust their arm. Brett Favre, it was all in their arm. Right. But this is a guy that mechanically was very sound. He'd get his feet set, get his shoulder pointed, and he, like I said, he made very few bad throws in this game, other than ones I felt like our defense forced.
Offensively, turned into kind of a running game for us, and really trying to control
2 particular plays, right?
Yeah, control the clock and manage that through our running game. And the offensive line, I thought, did a good job. And Drake really showed, what he is. Just a good, hard, tough-nosed runner. They had their hands full trying to bring him down.
Well, we have such a luxury to have, to have Drake, to have Kyrick, to have Tyler Nolan, to have Darian Hill, to have Keith Adams, to have Logan Pitt. These guys, it's so good to have. And, I was very impressed with the selflessness that we saw in this game because, I think we all begin to realize, and we had a little bit of this thought. You and I talked on Wednesday after you came back from the field. This is probably going to be a run-heavy game, and not only that, probably going to be a run-heavy game inside the tackles. And that narrowed it down to who we really like to run in between the tackles, which is Drake. We have others that can do it, but the play selection begins to get a little narrow. To have Drake and the comfortability that we saw with him, that the more he got lathered up, really the harder he ran. And so we kind of stayed with that. And our line, everybody talks about your lines growing up. Well, the line's been growing up over the last 5 games. It didn't happen in one halftime or one game. But I will say this, when you watch the film and we have in depth, the line did an outstanding job picking up some stunts, picking up some blocks. You guys putting in some things at halftime on the fly, even some things as late as the fourth quarter. We made just a few changes that wound up getting a few extra points. And so I was very proud of our coaching staff as well as our offense and defense. And then, of course, special teams, another sound game. And Ivan did a great job kicking. And like I said, nobody wants us to return right now. So we didn't get a lot out of the return game, but they gave up. Really, they gave that up in short kicking us, whether it was on field goal, whether it was on kickoffs or on punts.
All in all, it was just a really you said it Friday, and several people said it was a complete team victory.
Absolutely, absolutely. I tell you, if you really look at the game, beginning to end, we did a few things along the way that we didn't like, but at the end of the day, totality, thought it was a complete game, a complete team victory, and one that I think, it's definitely, is it a season changer? No, but what I think it is, it's definitely a step in that direction that we keep talking about getting better. I think we all got better, and that's, as a coach, I know that's what you really, as a head coach, that's what you really like to see. Not one side of your program getting better, all the parts getting better. And to me, all 3 of our parts improved this week, and very, very thankful for that.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with more Catamount Football Show after these messages.
Happy Hump Day, indeed. O'Charlie's Free Pie Wednesday. A free slice with any entree. For a limited time, try our creamy lemon supreme pie. Every Wednesday at O'Charlie's.
Life moves fast, and we need to move fast to keep up. But if your internet is slow, it can really slow you down. Isn't it time you tried OptiLink? We have just increased our already fast internet speeds to 25, 50, 75, and 100 megabits without increasing the price. And all of these lightning fast speeds come with 10 megabit upload speeds. OptiLink is your hometown connection for TV, internet, and telephone. Call us today at 706-529-1313.
The Oakwood Cafe is fired up. It's football season once again. We can't wait to see our area teams compete and hopefully make the playoffs. Natalie Dean and our legendary catering staff are standing by to make your tailgate or corporate event a huge success. Do not let this fall pass you by without trying a pancake as big as your head or the best chicken tenders to ever touch your lips. The Oakwood Cafe, where great food is served with a smile.
Back on the Catamount Football Show, we've got our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show, and introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Jake Myers. I'm a senior. I'm number 88, and I play defensive end.
My name is Michael Alexander. I'm a senior, play DB.
And you're number
3.
There we go. We got it. All right, Jake. Let's start with you. Tell me about being a defensive end in the Catamount defensive front.
Well, our job is just to to squeeze down and help the linebackers do their job.
Explain to somebody watching that doesn't understand what squeeze down means. Tell them what that means.
That means whenever a lineman's trying to go after the linebacker, I gotta make sure that they don't get there, and so our linebackers can get. So
how do you do that?
Well, just you just got to push him down into the line. And
so when you see that, if you're lined up on a tackle, for example, and he starts down inside, you're going to get your hands on him and try to run him down inside and keep it, because he's going to block somebody else, not you, obviously, right? He's going after one of our linebackers, and so the aim of the goal of your technique is to do what?
Well, I got to make sure that the linebackers are free to be able to make the tackles and be there to stop the running back.
And one of the things I like to talk to you defensive linemen about, you guys all fancy yourself as pass rushers. I know that's one of your favorite things to do. Yeah. Tell me about your pass rushing skill set. What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, I got to make sure the quarterback can't get outside of me. I got to keep him inside and just not get too far up the field, but get up the field and get to the quarterback.
Right. Tell me about being a senior this year. This is your last year with the Catamounts, and I know you guys big goals. Talk to me about what you felt kind of the responsibilities of being a senior.
Well, I mean, we got to make sure that the younger guys are, doing what they got to do, and I don't know, just show them what they have to do next year and whenever they get older.
Right. How about you're not one of our we don't have a lot of great big defensive linemen, so you get matched up especially playing where you play on the end of the line with some big offensive tackles. Talk to me about when you get matched up with one of these guys that's 6'3", 6'4", 300 pounds. How do you work that? How do you handle that size disadvantage that you've got?
Well, you just gotta kind of hunker down and just kind of gotta fight all game, and there's really not much you can do about it, but you just gotta get your hands on them and just push.
Staying low, right? I think that's the thing you really do a good job of, is keeping your pad leverage low and staying down there and fighting those guys off. All right, very good. Well, thanks for coming on the show. Okay, let's talk to you. Tell me about being a senior this year. Kind of what you see your responsibilities and your fellow seniors, what you guys expectations and.
Well, so we've been together for a long time, 4 years, and we're just trying to help the younger guys get better. We want them to be better than us,
right,
when we graduate. So we're just trying to help them get them started.
That's a good way to look at it. But one thing I think you kind of bring up a point here. Kind of explain. I mean, people that think football season is just from August to November or December if you go really far in the playoffs, they don't understand the commitment that you guys make. Talk about that commitment, to being a part of this team and the work that you guys put in and that goes on, in the winter and the spring and the summertime.
It's really the fact of us being together, working hard together, and all trying to get one goal, and just we all have that one mindset, which brings us close together as a team and as a family.
Yeah. What's some of your favorite? I know I heard some guys say they really liked FCA camp or some of the mentor things you guys do. Talk about some of those extra programs that you guys participate in.
I think the mentor program was one of them that I really liked most because it helped me, get to know more people around Dalton because I'm not from Dalton, so it's really just kind of helping me get to know more people and stuff and how things work around here.
Right.
So
Talk about your position and your defensive back group. You guys are a pretty close group back there working together. Kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yes, sir. Really our job is to stay back and cover all the receivers, short route or a long pass. It just depends on what coverage we're in. And really it's just either we pick the ball off or deflect it.
Right. Yeah, and then you got a hand in some special teams too, right?
Yes, sir.
That's a big job. Yeah. Kind of go over the kickoff deal. That's a kind of a kamikaze role, right? I mean, you're sprinting down the field.
Yes, sir. It's really I'm what you know as a headhunter. So I'm on all the way at the end of the field. I'm supposed to go wherever our kicker kicks it and just try to get the tackle, or at least keep outside contain.
Yeah. So when you're running full speed down the field there, and Ivan's kicked the ball and you're sprinting down the field, what are you looking at? What kind of? I mean, you watch for somebody coming after you to pick you off, but you're also looking at the football.
Yes, sir. I look where it lands, and I look where they defenders break off,
right,
and see where I can go to get closest to the ball.
All right, very good, guys. Thanks for coming on the show. Look forward to seeing you playing Friday night against Rome.
Yes, sir.
So right here, back with more Catamount football after these messages.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
I'm Charles Hicks Sr.
And I'm Charles Hicks Jr.
At Transformers, we use the latest diagnostics, AC, brake, and tune-up equipment and have a complete transmission remanufacturing facility.
Rest assured, here at Transformers, you're getting the best technicians with the latest equipment and the most up-to-date vehicle repair data on all foreign and domestic automobiles.
Don't just trust anyone with your automobile. Come to Transformers Transmission and Complete Auto Repair Specialist.
We can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and we guarantee we can make it go.
Welcome back to the Catamount Football Show, and we've got our coaches interview segment. Coach Logan Lawless, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why don't you just kind of catch everybody up? This is now your 3rd year at Dalton, 2nd year on the varsity staff. Kind of talk about your background and what brought you to Dalton, and then your responsibilities with the team.
But like I said, this is my 3rd year, and so I came up here and I worked with the middle school that first year, and then after that I got hired on to be an offensive coach, and this is my 2nd year coaching inside linebacker. So I got up here, like I said, 3 years ago. My wife was from Marine Gold, so I married her and moved up here, and luckily I got a job with the Catamounts. I got a football scholarship at Shorter University, played there for 4 years, got out of school, really didn't know what I wanted to do, and got into high school coaching because I miss football and I miss being around young guys.
I was going to ask you, so you weren't one of these guys that grew up knowing that you wanted to be a coach from 6 years old, right?
No, I went into college absolutely refusing to be a coach. I didn't want to teach, didn't do anything like that, and then I actually finished up. I got a biology degree thinking I wanted to go pre-med, and so when I got out of school, I was so tired of just being in school, and so I knew I didn't want to follow that medical route, but I really didn't know what else I wanted to do. So I just kind of fell into teaching and coaching because I was really just looking for a job, and I grew to love it. And so I knew that was kind of the route that God wanted me to go.
Absolutely. Talk about your position group, the guys you coach, and kind of the responsibilities.
I coach inside linebackers, which is a very unique group. Tucker and Matt Cook, my 2 starters, but I also got some really, really good young guys with Noah Bartu and Ethan Carroll that really can step in, and also Colton Fromm. Colton Fromm lately in the past couple of games, he's been getting a lot of reps and he's starting to come along real good. These guys, they got a passion for the game, and just a great group of guys who work hard and do what you coach them to do. So.
Now on Friday night, where are you? Tell me your game time responsibilities, kind of everybody, what you're doing on Friday nights.
On Friday night, pregame, I'm in charge of getting the water boys, and me and you. Yeah. I always go through and make sure those suckers
charged up and got ice and water in them, right?
Right. And,
that's a key job for us.
Oh, exactly. And then on Friday when the game starts, I'm up in the box and I'm keeping charts of what exactly they're running, trying to pick up on their tendencies.
Kind of explain that to people, because there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff going on during the game. And talk a little bit about how you guys work as a defensive staff and what you're looking at and what information you're feeding down on the sidelines.
Well, we do a great job of meeting on Sundays of just trying to figure out tendencies, figure out what's their game plan for us. And then come Friday night, I'm charting every single play they're doing, trying to figure out play directions, just trying to pick up on some of the tendencies, so it'd be easier for us to kind of adjust to what they're doing. And so I'm talking to Coach Carpenter and Coach Thompson and trying to figure out if they're trying to hit a certain play or where they're really trying to get us on defense. And so we'll go back and forth on that. And
you've got Coach Bennett in the box with you, and he's looking at our guys up front, right? He's looking at the offensive line and our defensive line, kind of coordinating what's happening there as well.
Exactly. Coach Bennett, he does a great job of just personnel, who's coming in, who's going out, what kind of blocking scheme we're seeing up on the front line, what our guys are doing if they're not doing what we ask them to do. And he's rotating. He's making sure Coach Carpenter gets the fresh guys in there every series, make sure we got the right personnel in the game at the time.
Yeah, very good. Well, before we let you go, kind of talk about your family and your future family.
Right now, most of my family, my immediate family is in South Georgia, my mother, father, and sister. And up here, it's me and my wife, and we're expecting our first little girl come December.
All right.
So we're excited and pumped about that.
Congratulations. The future Catamount, right?
Future Catamount.
Very good. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate everything you do for Catamount football.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Stay right here. We'll be back in just 1 minute.
When is the last time you have compared your car, life, or health insurance cost? At Advanced Insurance Strategies, we know your time is valuable. Therefore, we have developed AdvancedInsuranceStrategies.com. You can now go online anytime, anywhere, and get quick and easy quotes for your car, life, or health insurance from respected companies such as Blue Cross Blue Shield of Georgia, Assurant Health, Alliant Health Plans, and Drive Insurance from Progressive. Receive unparalleled customer service from a local insurance agency while using AdvancedInsuranceStrategies.com.
Wood, and more wood. We might be known as Carpet Express, but we have over 140 wood products in stock and hundreds more to choose from. Wood from 99 cents a square foot to exotics like acacia and Brazilian cherry. Carpet Express also has thousands of rolls of vinyl flooring in stock. We offer vinyl tile, laminate, ceramic, cork, and of course, lots of carpet. So whatever your flooring needs may be, Carpet Express has you covered.
Have you ever heard the term, your eyes are your expressions, the windows to your soul? But when your eyelids look tired and they start to sag, it will make you look much older than you actually are. There is a simple surgical procedure called a blepharoplasty or eyelid tuck, which can help to rejuvenate and redefine the contours around your eyelids. It will even improve your fields of vision, and a portion may even be covered by insurance. We can help redefine how others see you.
All right, we're back on the Catamount Football Show, and Coach Lane, let's take a look at the first half highlights from the Creekview game on Friday night.
Yeah,
there's some loyal fans early in the
first
process.
Loyal fans. That's right. There were more.
There were more. A lot more.
Great job that you see these guys, Darian Hill, Michael Alexander, added into our two captains that we normally have week in and week out. There you see Coach Crowder. Of course, as the field, you'll see blue is not really one of the dominant colors of either team, but certainly the Etowah field was a great surface that night, particularly the more wet. The more wet the weather got as the night went on.
Come out first possession, a bootleg, good throw and good catch. JP tied to Tyler Nolan there on a bootleg play. Here's another look at it.
Good job by Diego there.
Diego coming out. There we go. Get down the ball about the 26 or 27 yard line, or 32, I guess. Power play or that was a trap to Drake. Here comes a speed sweep to Kyrick. Nice cut by him. Fighting for a few extra yards.
Right
yeah,
there.
Good job fighting for some extra yardage.
Good awareness of the sticks.
Good throw and catch. That one's to Kyrick. Puts the ball at about the 3 yard line. Here's a good pass protection by the guys up front. Oop, there you go. Out at the 3 yard line. So we got first and goal on the 3. Here comes Drake. Powering his way in. Good hard running. Keith Adams in front of him. You get another look at it. There's Neff Guerrero pulling around. Good double team by Wyatt Irwin and Andrew Williams on the front side of that play. Extra point.
Yep. Good snap, good hold, good kick.
So a great way to start the game. Opening possession, touchdown.
Absolutely. And we talk about that, start fast. Come back and they run a little inside zone play. Good job here by Tucker Sumner. Come back again, and you're going to see this play a lot. This is kind of the staple of this zone spread offense. They move the ball down over about 10 plays, come back and get a first down inside the 5 yard line. Second down, we hold them. Third down, we get a great play right there, holding the ball, and then you get fourth down inside the 1, and you're going to see Tucker Sumner, you're going to see Max Maynor, basically just both of those guys stick that A gap, B gap, and force him to have to stop. And when it got time to move, as you could tell, I had to use one of your terms, a host of Catamounts were there. And once again, Jace Chastain coming in right there. Like I said, just a great job by our defense, and then giving us the ball on the 2 yard line.
Yeah, we got to get it. Your goal here, I mean, is obviously always to score, but you want to get a couple of first downs.
That's right.
And we can't manage one first down, and that's not a good situation because it gives them a short field.
40-yard punt, so at least gets us out back into some moving position. So come back and they run a little zone play. He makes a good read. You're going to see 17 right here. Gives just a little bitty out fake and kind of caught us asleep right there. You've seen us scoring that play many times. So 7-7, finishing up the first quarter.
Comes a draw to Drake. Good blocking by the guys up front. Good hard running by Drake. That ended the first quarter. We actually had an extra play.
But you get a free play because of no buzzer.
Get a free shot. And we didn't really want to run that.
No, we didn't.
Because it ended up fourth down and we had to punt.
So another good punt right here by Ivan Moore. We get a great little roll out of it. Pick up about 3 or 4 extra yards. Great job here by Ja'Cory Stewart. Ja'Cory's a guy that's undersized, playing. We run a little bitty twist stunt right there, and just a great job of Ja'Cory redirecting. And here, it's one of those plays where you like luck to be on your side every now and then. We get on a second down, we get an inerrant snap, and come back on third down, and right here is just a great pass and kind of should have been caught.
Yeah.
We talked about that. It was actually a very catchable ball, but a great job here by Maddox Houghton and Jace Chastain, and then Jordan coming over the top. So, like I said, just a great job right there. Maddox played another solid game for us.
Had a 3-and-out possession here, I believe.
Yep.
Ended up having to punt.
And then no scooping scores on punts. You just got to get on the ball. That's all you got to do. That's one of those things you can say time and time again, and it's like the brain just doesn't accept that when the ball's out there in front of you. but you can't be advanced on a kick. So we just need to get on the ball, cover it up. So they get back on the ball and recover it down around the 13, 14-yard line. You see the patience of the quarterback right here, and just kind of, and this is a beautiful little throw, even though it's a little bit long. He just hung in there and waited. They move the ball and pick up another first down, throw a little bit check down right here. Good job by Jason, Matt Cook, Tucker, and Jake Myers coming up and making a good stop there. Come back and inside run. This number 4 is a freshman, and I'm telling you, he was solid. Number 4, number 14. So we stop him on third down, come back and get a punt. Good job right here by Tyler Nolan, picking up about 8 yards.
The return, but just fielding the ball was huge.
Oh, absolutely. Those low kicks, when they hit, they go.
Yep. Here comes the quarterback counter with JP running the ball. Good job. You can see some misdirection there, and then the guys come around the edge. Neff and
good job, Keith.
Keith Adams gets a good kick out block there and pick up about 9 or 9.5 yards. Comes Drake on the power play.
Great job there by Neff Guerrero.
Yeah, we were very close to popping a couple of these for long. Yeah, multiple times. You can see just one guy gets a hand on him right there. But good blocking by the guys up front. Sweet play. Nice job by Diego Campos of catching a linebacker on a blitz.
Keith and those Sams and Wills got very intimate.
They did. They got to know each other very well.
Very well.
Ended up missing a field goal.
Yeah, we ended up missing a field goal right there. Run back with an inside zone, shut them down, and basically ends the half. So we basically go inside 7-7. Be back with the second half.
Might as well put the rest of the week in cruise control. O'Charlie's Free Pie Wednesday. A free slice with any entree. For a limited time, try our creamy lemon supreme pie. Every Wednesday at O'Charlie's.
Life moves fast, and we need to move fast to keep up. But if your internet is slow, it can really slow you down. Isn't it time you tried OptiLink? We have just increased our already fast internet speeds to 25, 50, 75, and 100 megabits without increasing the price. And all of these lightning fast speeds come with 10 megabit upload speeds. OptiLink is your hometown connection for TV, internet, and telephone. Call us today at 706-529-1313.
The Oakwood Cafe is fired up. It's football season once again. We can't wait to see our area teams compete and hopefully make the playoffs. Natalie Dean and our legendary catering staff are standing by to make your tailgate or corporate event a huge success. Do not let this fall pass you by without trying a pancake as big as your head or the best chicken tenders to ever touch your lips. The Oakwood Cafe, where great food is served with a smile.
Coach, we went in and tried to dry off a little bit at halftime and regroup and get a second half plan together. We had we lost Wyatt Irwin to a knee injury, and, and came in and moved Rashawn Mack out to tight end.
Yep.
And he did a good job there in the second half of this game.
Yep. Good solid kick right here by Ivan, and once again another one of those luck plays that you like to have one or two in a game. Come back with the inside zone, he bounces it out, and just a good job there by Matt Cook and Jace Chastain making a good solid play. Come back and run a little quarterback counter here. Great job there by Harrison Norman, Jake Myers. Just a solid game out of our total defense as a whole the other night. Pick up a couple of first downs, come back and run a little jet sweep, and just a good job there by Tucker Sumner and Travis Nilsson. They really distributed the ball well across the field. One of the things about that offense, and right there you see great pressure up front by our guys, making him force the ball out quickly. You'll see it right here. Good job by Max Maynard. Harrison Norman coming around with spy technique there with Jake Myers. So basically they wound up having to punt to us, get it down on about the 2-yard line. Get
it backed up, and this time we are able to pick up a first down. We started 2 possessions on the 2 or 3 yard line, and this is the second time, and we're able to get out. Good catch by Elijah Blackwell. Good throw
on a wet ball.
Yep, good throw. Ended up getting the 1 first down, but then having to punt.
Good solid kick right here, and once again, basically it's about a 60-yard punt, and it's always good to have a good 60-yard punt during the game. Pretty throw, and great job of recovery right there by Kyrick. But they did move the ball down, come back with number 4, just run, like I said, just a little inside lead. Then they come back, pick up first down, and pick up touchdown with a quarterback sneak.
So they take the lead with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Good decision by JP.
Yeah, what a great job right here. This is maturing. This is when you know a guy's kind of learning. Big hit right there by Tyler Nolan. Huge hit.
Here comes a quarterback counter. Good job of blocking. There's Rashawn Mack doing a nice job of blocking the middle linebacker.
Great move right there.
Walling him off, and JP banks a good run. Hang on the football.
That's right.
Don't stretch.
Grab the handle, put some duct tape around it. Something.
Don't stretch it out there. Just dive it in.
Great play right there. Yep. Just a great job. Great job seeing some emotion.
Yeah, I like the excitement.
Isn't that great?
Here's another good look at it. Diego Campos and Keith Adams wrapping around. Keith got him a pancake block right there.
That's right.
I have to take him to Velcro on Thursday morning with the rest of the Pancake Club.
That's right.
Good touchdown. I like the excitement, too, like you said.
Yeah, great job. You see a great shot of the fans there. Like I said, we had a great group of people there. And wet ball, but somehow Marshall Phillips did a great job of getting the ball down. So we go 4th quarter now, 14-14. Come back, and they moved the ball pretty well. Made a couple of big strikes going down, but once again, keeping everything in front of them. We win first down, but we get a 2nd down, and right here they run just run a wrong route, basically. You can tell he's supposed to break outside, and we were waiting on it, and Carrick almost intercepts the ball right there. We get good pressure right here, but we kind of break down and just get this was one of 3 tips by Jace. That is, he's 1 inch shorter. He doesn't make those plays, but just an outstanding job. So 4th down and 11, and they run just a double stack formation, trying to get just some sort of crossing action, and throw it right into Maddox Houghton. Does a great job of reading the inside receiver and just picking up first down, or picking up the change of possession there. Just a great job by Maddox. You can probably see a replay right here. And just the way he sits on top of this number 2, he doesn't take the bait, and he stays right there, and they throw the ball, and just a great job right there, Maddox stepping in.
17 was his go-to receiver.
That's right. 6'5".
200 yards of receiving.
That's right.
On Friday night, so that was a good job of Maddox knowing where the ball was going to go.
And with Maddox, that interception, he's now leading the state all classifications in interception, 2nd year in a row.
Here comes a reverse. They had really started selling out on the backside, and running a reverse like that will definitely slow the pursuit down.
Absolutely. Great job there by Carrick.
Yeah, good job of executing the play.
Just shielding.
About 15 or 20 yards on it. Comes a power play again. Drake just running hard.
Wow.
He had 100 and
he had 116 yards.
116
yards. Carries.
And here's Keith.
Boom.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, as Chris Berman likes to say.
That's right.
And I love the excitement.
Then the lights go out, baby. Not that the lights went out in Georgia.
That's right. We'll get to see it again here. I'm sure Brandon put this on here. Keith is
great
our fullback, and he doesn't get a whole lot of carries, and good trap block, and good job guys walling off, and there's Keith running over.
You're not going to tackle him high, which that's relative. There's not much high on him. You are getting low. That's awesome with the lights going out.
So we flip it around because the lights were out, and good slant to Kyrick there. By JP, good protection by the line. See it again here. Oh, there it is right there. Good throw and catch. Ball's down at the 3-yard line. Comes a power play. We ran this play 15 times Friday night. Yeah. It was just something that they were having a hard time with, and so we were going to determine to keep pounding them with it.
Just a great job of our line there, too. I mean, they kind of give you just a big cluster blitz right there. Great job.
I think all 3 of Drake's touchdowns were on that play.
Yeah, great job.
So we take the lead 21-14, about 7 minutes to go in the game, and here comes Creekview.
They're very efficient. They came in, and this is the one big play that we gave up. We got caught in a coverage, and they did a great job of taking advantage of it. And this is a little thing they did. They kicked off all night to keep us from returning. They just basically squibbed it, but they basically gave us the ball at the 35 to 45-yard line every time.
This was a disappointing possession for us. We got the ball back with about 5 minutes to go and had a chance to drive down and end the game and couldn't do it, and went 3 and out and kicked it back to them.
Great job, great pressure right here. Coach Carpenter changed up a few things. I mentioned this earlier. Changed up a few little blitzes coming into this fourth quarter. He held on to and didn't show them early on. Waited for kind of this last drive. And you'll see right here is a couple little X stunts. And just a great job right there of forcing the throw. And Travis Nilsson, who shouldn't have been there, should have been somewhere else. They mixed the coverage up a little bit and put him in the right place. Just a great job by our defensive coaches preparing and knowing what play was going to get called.
Yeah, but it really put the quarterback under pressure. You can see him.
Big time.
There's 5 guys coming, and he gets the ball out, but Travis is sitting right there for it. Too bad his knee touched.
Yeah,
otherwise
really.
he had a pretty good return on that thing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Come back with the power play again, and here's Drake breaking free. Tyler Nellen blocking downfield. Good, about a 15-yard run right there.
Great job. He love it when that guy's rolling his hands saying, give me the ball again.
Minute and a half left. We've got the ball out at midfield.
This is a true Dalton 2-minute offense. We're running
right.
trap and power, right?
Trap and power.
Great job here, though. Great
Comes
job.
a waggle play. This is a really good catch.
Yeah.
Kind of like almost a back shoulder throw, even though
That's
that
right.
probably wasn't he intended to do. It's the way it worked out. But Tyler does such a good job of tracking the football. Look at him.
That's
He sees it, and he stops. And
that's why he's so valuable. Of course, you got to see A.J. right there. But we mentioned that. But good to see that sound. And then right here, wow.
Lead play, just good, really well-executed play. Yeah, well-executed play up front. Andrew Williams, Diego Campos, Jake Brock, Neff Guerrero coming around.
Great ISO there with Keith.
Keith coming through and leading Drake.
So we switched the field.
We flip it around again, and here's the power play. Actually, that was counter play for the touchdown. Like the excitement. See those guys celebrate with their teammates. The only thing we did wrong here is we scored with. I would like to have scored with about.
Yeah, I would like to have stopped us on that one, let the clock run down.
And you got to take it when you take it when you get
I'm not going to complain.
That's
I'm
right,
certainly
that's right.
not going to complain.
So we left about 50 seconds on the clock. Now they had no timeouts left.
That's right.
Great shot of our crowd here. 50 seconds on the clock, no timeout. You see there's the extra point.
I finally breathed, I think, after that.
56 seconds.
You think of all the 28-27s, I was like, all right, let's get the field goal.
Absolutely.
This is a great series right here. Coach comes back to one of those blitzes he hadn't shown, and with Matt coming inside, and just a great job right there, and his quickness with just a double. I mean, it's bringing the house right there with both linebackers. So just a great job of those guys getting them to the field. So they're in their 2-minute offense. Obviously, there's less than a minute. Come back, and he underthrows, having to throw off his back foot. And then he comes back down on 3rd down. And right here you'll just see another underthrow, but great job by Jace being in there. And so we call that a PBU. And so now 4th down, key down right here. And we know what their capability is, and you know who they want to go to. And if you look, they're almost picking up here. He's almost trying to kind of wall him off. And he makes the catch, but as you can tell, he makes the catch, and you know, we slowed it down right at the stick. But a great job by our defense coming up and knocking him backwards. And, of course, it is where the ball at. But I always said the spot's really where his foot is.
That's right.
So we're glad that he's about 1 yard shy.
So we get the ball back with 10 seconds and get to run the greatest play in football.
There's your legacy. You ran this play more than anybody else.
That's right.
That's a good little sign. So we run it. We do. We have to bring everybody in. We call a timeout here to try to get everybody. It's great to see that kind of excitement and come in for the victory play.
Victory play. All right.
Yeah, that's great.
Exciting game. Good sub-region win for us. Keeps us in the hunt. 28-21 over a good Creekview team.
Absolutely.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
I'm Charles Hicks Sr.
And I'm Charles Hicks Jr.
At Transformers, we use the latest diagnostics, AC, brake, and tune-up equipment and have a complete transmission remanufacturing facility.
Rest assured, here at Transformers, you're getting the best technicians with the latest equipment and the most up-to-date vehicle repair data on all foreign and domestic automobiles.
Don't just trust anyone with your automobile. Come to Transformers Transmission and Complete Auto Repair Specialist.
When we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and we guarantee we can make it go.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about this week's upcoming game with the Rome Wolves. Everything we've seen about Rome in the past, athletic, physical, fast, big, it all applies again, right?
All the things we're not, right? You know what? Yeah, Rome's Rome. You know, and when you look at you know, their roster, and when you watch the film, a lot of guys that played last year were young, and so they're back, got a year's experience. New head coach, Coach Reed, won a couple of state championships in his stops in Tennessee and Georgia, most recently from Tift County. And he's got them believing in what they do. This is a team that when you look at them on film, and you know, we've looked at them quite a bit, I think the one thing that you see is they believe in what they're doing. I wouldn't say they're more sound than last year because I didn't think they were unsound last year. Right. But what I would say is they don't do a lot of moving. They pretty much just kind of stay where they're at, and they trust their speed. And they certainly have enough speed, offensively and defensively. So, you know, when you look at this team, it's certainly a team that they're good on both sides of the ball. The word I always think about with Rome is dangerous. They're just dangerous on both sides of the ball and even in the special teams.
And whatever you do not let the outcome of last year's game influence your thoughts about this year's game. That was one of those snowball rolling downhill games that everything just went wrong against them and went right for us.
That's right.
They're a much better football team and much better personnel than
they were a much better team than last year. Right. You know, we just caught them on the right night. You know, I think the story of this game, very simply, is going to be this. It's going to be a game that it will be imperative for us to be true to what we do and not be baited into something, because they have the ability to bait you into things that looks like you can be opportunistic, but their speed is going to recover. I think defensively from a standpoint is you cannot get lulled to sleep. And that's where the Creekview game may have been a blessing to us on this schedule, because what winds up happening is the same kind of offense. It's an offense that's just going to continue to just dink and dunk and move things around and kind of give you a few little – and the minute that you kind of get comfortable, they're going to come out and they're going to hit you on a 35 or a 50-yard pass, or they're going to find a seam on a little zone play, and at the end of the day, it's going to hurt you. So I think defensively, we've got to be sound, and we certainly have got to play good fundamental football, wrap up when we tackle, because they're big and they're fast, and they can run through tackles. And I know offensively, what do you think about them as far as their defense?
Well, you'll see some sort of a four-man front look out of them, and what they do behind it will depend on our formations, but they're going to be anywhere from 6, 7, 8 men in the box in the line of scrimmage in some combination, and they'll be on a spread look offensively. So that's kind of what that would be their two bases, I guess they would say, is spread and some sort of a four-man front defense.
Well, you know, and then from a special team standpoint, I think, you know, what you always know with Rome is they're going to get it, you know, the kickoff. They just want to get the ball in play. They've got such great speed to get down. They really don't need somebody to kick it to the 5 or even kick it in the end zone. So they're going to kick it on the kickoff somewhere, you know, between the 15 and the 10-yard line. But they're going to cover very, very fast. From a punt standpoint, they do some little things that's a little bit different, kind of like we do. So you never really know what you're going to get from a punt standpoint. You could get a rugby-style punt. You could get a straight-on on punt. So they're going to keep us on our heels. And like I said, I think Coach Reed's doing an outstanding job giving them some simple things to trust in, believe in, and at the end of the day, staying true to who they are and kind of forcing you to be something maybe you're not. And I think that's going to be the key for us in this game.
Absolutely. Be a big challenge Friday night, and certainly want to invite everybody out to Harmon Field.
Absolutely. A great night for football.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick break. Be back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
Life moves fast, and we need to move fast to keep up. But if your internet is slow, it can really slow you down. Isn't it time you tried OptiLink? We have just increased our already fast internet speeds to 25, 50, 75, and 100 megabits without increasing the price. And all of these lightning fast speeds come with 10 megabit upload speeds. OptiLink is your hometown connection for TV, internet, and telephone. Call us today at 706-529-1313.
All right, Coach Lane, we've come to the end of Week 6 TV show.
Unbelievable.
Hard to believe. Hard to believe. We
Six
need to
6 weeks through a season.
Certainly thank our fan support from Friday night coming down to
unbelievable
soggy Woodstock.
Well, we had more fans than they did,
yeah.
And it was not that far of a drive from Creekview. I mean, 20-minute drive from Creekview, but our fans, as you could see in the highlights, we had a great representation, and you know, it's just. You know, our guys, we try hard as coaches, and I think our players do. I really do think that they do appreciate how much it means to them for our fans to travel the way they do. And whether you're there to see football players or band members or cheerleaders or just somebody that's coming, that's alumnus, or even just living in the area, it is so good to have that fan representation. And I tell you, I can't think of many places that we've gone really over the last 5 years where we've not at least equaled the representation on what was on the other side. Even last year at Kell for the region championship, we have as many, if not more, fans than they do. So I tell you, I'm very thankful for Dalton High School, very thankful for our administration, but really thankful for moms and dads and fans and supporters that come and pay, you know, $6, $7, $8, whatever it costs to get in, and sits in the rain, but cheers loud. Doesn't just come to watch a game, they actually come to participate. And so I'm very appreciative, and we just want to tell everybody out there, thank you for making that trip. And if you didn't, I really want to encourage you to get out this week and then the following week when we travel back to River Ridge.
And once again, I know we say it every week, but the quarterback club led by Jerry Scott and Michael Leonard does a lot. Just what they did for us Friday night with the tent on the sidelines, the tent for Coach Nabe, the charter buses, the chicken for the guys after the game.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it really makes it much easier for those guys and for our kids, and just makes it kind of a neat experience.
Well, and I think that's the key word you just said. It's an experience. Playing football at Dalton High School is an experience. There's a lot of people that make an investment in the quality of not just our football and the product that we put on the field, but the quality of the experience that those young men get. And just watching those guys Friday, I get so many positive comments about our coaches and our players wearing those red jackets and us riding those charter buses down and getting out on the field and walking out with our red jackets on, and then to like you said, I mean, just to be able to have a dry area for our coaches, because a lot of these places will put you, when it rains, if you're a visiting coach, you don't get the inside. Right. You get put out. I remember me and you and Coach McManus one time at Cedartown behind the concession line, but to provide us with tents, and then of course all the sideline equipment we have now, which we've talked many times about the advantage now of having the sideline replay system, and then after the game's over with, to get that box of chicken or whatever it is that's provided for these guys, it's special. And there's not one day that goes by if I don't get a compliment. I get one of our young players or one of our players coming up to us and just says, "Hey, Coach, be sure whoever does that, they know that I appreciate it." And so, like I said, the Dalton experience is very unique, it's very special, and just very thankful that I get to be a part of it, and you get to be a part of it, and our kids get to be a part of it.
I also noticed, one thing, when we went down and visited Etowah on Thursday, you and I went down there and checked out the facilities, and we were talking to the athletic director and to one of their facilities folks, and the fact that we were bringing a band, they're like, "Well, yeah, are you guys bring? Yeah, we're bringing our band."
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, but here they come rolling in. You got David Henry and all his band folks, and the fact that they come down and play, and
no doubt.
How many times this year have we seen, over the last couple of years, teams, whether it's raining or a long road trip, the bands don't come, and it takes away from the atmosphere of the game.
It's not high school football.
Right.
I mean, to me, that's what makes high school football. It's the bands. It's it's in between downs when you've got your band playing and then another band playing, and I really appreciate David Henry. He's got such a commitment to to those young people in that band, and it makes me proud, particularly this week. They showed up and they had their uniforms on and had their weather gear on top of it, but they were there and they were supporting our guys, and I tell you, I want to give a special shout out as well. Our cheerleaders, 2 weeks in a row, or 2 competitions in a row, have won first place. And when they show up with their parents and their full regalia, I tell you, it makes for a great Friday night when you put band, cheerleaders, football team, great fans together. It's an awesome event, and it's one that I relish each and every week. You hate, that's one of those things when you get to the end of the season, you hate to see leave you, is those Friday nights, because it's very unique at Dalton High School.
Absolutely. We got a home game this Friday night. Want to invite everybody out again.
Absolutely.
Come support the team. Come support the cheerleaders, the band, and see us line up against Rome.
Yeah, we should have some dry weathers. I think we've gotten all the wet weather out. Now on Thursday we'll actually be going to Rome and playing our last freshman game as well. So I want to invite anyone that's available to come down for that. It'll be at Barron Stadium at 5:30. So just want to invite you down for that. And then Friday night 7:30, Harmon Field, Rome Wolves.
All right, very good. Well, let's close it up like we always do. Say we'll be back next week, same cat time, same cat channel.
Go Big Red.